Hi everybody, old guy here. Having a little trouble with my camera setup, so I had to fall back to plan B. This story is a fantasy horror story, take your pick, that reads like a Russian fairy tale, or more accurately, a fairy tale of the Rus, however you say it. Because at the time of the story, the setting of the story, they hadn't actually become Russia yet. We're still under the yoke of the Golden Horde and paying tribute to the Khan. '13th century Russia or thereabouts, when men were men and sheep were nervous. In this case, the residents of Lesnaya Zemlya are even more nervous because strange things are happening. Must be a witch hereabouts. There is, sort of. Vasilisa Vladimirovich, Vasya to her friends and family and local demons, who Vasya can see and converse with. They're not a bad lot, charged with taking care of woods and hearths and barns, and are mostly benign. Mostly. That water spirit, the Risulka, can be a problem, dragging people to their death from time to time. But overall, Vasya keeps the local demons happy with the occasional bread or spirits of offerings. The townspeople make the offerings too, but as a tradition, they can't actually see the demons. Only a witch can. And there is more than one witch. Marina, Vasya's mother, carries Vasya to term as her fifth child, even though she knows the birth will kill her, as it does, because she senses that Vasya has the same powers as Marina's mother, who came riding in one night to the court on a white horse and can speak to animals. Now, Anna Ivanova, who is the daughter of Ivan II, the ruler at the time, and maybe Marina's half-sister or full sister, hard to figure out, can see the demons too. But she doesn't consider them benign and runs screaming through the palace all the time whenever she sees one. This is a problem that Ivan II needs to solve. So he orders Peter Vladimirovich, Vasya's father and the boyar of the town, to marry Anna after Marina dies. You following all this? So Vasya acquires a stepmother who might actually be her aunt or grandmother, I can't really tell, with the same powers as hers. But Anna regards these powers as from the devil. What could possibly go wrong? Vasya triggers a series of increasingly devastating and terrifying events when she stumbles across an old oak tree in the forest where an old man with one eye lies sleeping. The old man attempts to take Vasya, but a tall man with frost blue eyes rides into the clearing on a white horse and rescues her. Turns out the one-eyed man is Medved, the bear who wants to destroy the world, while the frost-eyed man is Death himself, named Morosko. Morosko visits Peter one evening in Muscovy and gives him a blue jewel and instructs him to give it to Vasya. Peter, pretty sure the blue-eyed guy is some kind of spirit, gives the jewel to Dunya, who's a trusted servant, and instructs her to keep it hidden instead of giving it to Vasya. You following all this? Morosko then appears to Dunya and demands she give the jewel to Vasya, but Dunya persuades Morosko to wait until Vasya is grown up. Morozko agrees, and everything's under control. Then the Christians show up. Led by an overly ambitious priest, Constantine, he and Anna work together to end the pagan practices of the peasants. Mainly, Anna helps because she doesn't want to see the demons anymore, and Constantine is hearing voices. He thinks it's God. It is actually Medved, who also wants the practices stopped because the smaller demons bind him. As they diminish for the lack of offerings, Medved becomes stronger and breaks his bonds, and the bear is loose in the world, and some truly terrifying things happen. Whole villages are butchered. The dead walk. Vampires attack. Medved wants Vasya as his sacrifice. But in a pinch, he'll settle for Anna. It's at this point that the story changes tone. Right up to here, the story has built to a hair-raising point. And then, magical horses, brave warrior girls. It becomes more of a true kid's fairy tale, which is somewhat disappointing. I was enjoying the horror aspect. I mean, there's some pretty scary things in this book. And then Arden goes and turns it into something a bit silly. It loses all the tension because you know what's going to happen. Vampires be derned. This book is the first of the Winter Night trilogy. The follow-on books are The Girl in the Tower and The Winter of the Witch. And it looks from their description that Vasya continues her struggle against Medved, but on a world stage. Too bad. I liked Vasya in the context. Daughter of an obscure boyar using her powers to thwart the bear and actually death himself in the far woods of the north. But it looks like she and the magical horse Nightingale have bigger things to do. Oh well.